don't let nobody convince you that having a baby over 35 is something that is wrong or is something that you should rush and do in your 20s.
Let's talk about the real benefits of having a baby when you're older, like some of us. Okay, had her at 47, patient as a mother.
So today I wanted to talk about one of my favorite topics, and that is the beauty of advanced maternal age and its benefits. So in this essay of sorts, I'm going to talk about how women who have children later in life often experience better outcomes for both themselves and their children, and how the status quo is lying to women about our biological clocks in order to trick us into rushing into motherhood much younger than necessary. And I've got the research to back this up. For a long time, society has played on women's fears about their biological clock, pushing them to have children earlier than they might want. The patriarchy, the economy, and the fertility industry all profit from this pressure, promoting the idea that fertility rapidly declines after a certain age. By making women anxious about waiting too long to have kids, these systems keep us in traditional roles and benefit from our worries. However, studies are showing a different story, including high success in pregnancy in older women. Women who have children at 35 or older often experience better outcomes, not only for themselves, but also for their children. And remember that the number one indicator for success in a child is the health of the mother. These findings challenge the myth that women must rush into motherhood or risk missing their chance entirely. For instance, many people think that after a woman turns 35, her chances of getting pregnant fall off a cliff. But that decline is only about 1% per year after the age 35, so it's greatly exaggerated. And yes, fertility does start to decline as women age, but it's not the drastic drop people often believe. Instead, the decline is gradual through the 30s and speeds up a bit after 40. A study published in Obstetrics and Gynecology in 2004 found that 82% of women aged 35 to 39 conceived naturally within a year, compared to 86% of women aged 27 to 34, a relatively small difference that contradicts the notion of a fertility cliff. This slow decline in fertility gets twisted by the fertility industry and the media, pushing women to believe that they have less time than they really do, feeding into anxiety about biological clocks and driving women to make rushed decisions. Additionally, the pressure surrounding women's biological clocks tends to disproportionately target single women. This focus often ignores the fact that many married women are successfully having children well into their 40s. For example, data from the CDC shows that the number of births to women aged 40 and older has been steadily increasing over the past few decades, reflecting changing societal norms and advancements in fertility treatments. Additionally, a study published in the Journal of American Medical Association noted age-related fertility issues are more complex and less deterministic than commonly portrayed, suggesting that both married and single women have options. This discrepancy in narrative highlights social biases where single women face undue scrutiny about their reproductive choices, while married women are often seen as making empowered decisions, even when they also navigate the challenges of advanced maternal age. The patriarchy thrives on traditional gender norms, which often prioritize women's roles as mothers and caregivers over their careers or personal ambitions. The younger you start having babies, the harder it is to eject from the economic and emotional hardship of motherhood and marriage. A critical element of maintaining this structure is the narrative that women's fertility sharply declines after the age 35, pushing us to prioritize motherhood over other aspects of our lives before we run out of time. This idea of a ticking biological clock has been ingrained in popular culture, creating anxiety and fear in women that if we wait too long, that we'll lose our chance to become mothers. By pressuring women to have children earlier, the patriarchy can ensure that women remain more focused on domestic roles. When women are convinced that our primary value lies in childbearing and caregiving, we are less likely to pursue career advancements or challenge the status quo. This ultimately benefits patriarchal systems that seek to maintain traditional gender hierarchies. In the American economy, women are often placed in a double bind. We are expected to contribute to the workforce while also fulfilling our roles as mothers. The pressure to have children is also tied to economic exploitation, as many women feel forced to make career sacrifices in favor of family. The structure of the workforce often does not accommodate the needs of working mothers, and maternity leave policies in the U.S. are among the worst in developed countries. This economic reality disproportionately affects younger mothers, who often face the double bind of trying to establish their careers while raising young children, contributing to stress and financial instability. By convincing women to have children in their late 20s or early 30s when we are still in the early stages of our careers, the economy benefits. Many women step back from their jobs or switch to part-time work during their most productive years, often leading to lower lifetime earnings and fewer opportunities for leadership roles. The cycle reinforces economic dependency, as women with young children may rely more heavily on partners for financial support, further embedding traditional family dynamics that benefit a male-dominated workforce. Notice the tradwife trend taking root once the economic recession hit. It's because women's domestic labor at home is a necessity for the status quo. The fertility industry plays a significant role in perpetuating the myth that women must have children as early as possible to avoid infertility. This creates a lucrative market for fertility services while also reinforcing the idea that women need to prioritize motherhood early in life. The global fertility market is projected to reach $50 billion by 2030. This booming industry profits from women's anxiety about age and fertility, often pushing expensive procedures like egg freezing, presenting them as necessary precautions for women who might want to delay motherhood. Even though many women can still conceive naturally well into our late 30s or early 40s. However, the stats behind the sharp fertility decline after 35 are often exaggerated. Studies show that while fertility does decrease with age, it doesn't drop as dramatically as once believed. Many of the alarming statistics come from outdated data based on women in the 1700s and 1800s, when factors like nutrition and healthcare were vastly different. As I mentioned before, 82% of women aged 35 to 39 conceive naturally within a year, which is only slightly lower than the 86% of women aged 27 to 34. This means the claim that fertility drastically declines at 35 is based on data from a time before modern medical advancements. Contrary to popular belief, research shows that women who have children later in life often experience better outcomes for both themselves and their children in several key areas. A 2016 study published in Population and Development Review found that children born to older mothers tend to have better cognitive abilities and higher levels of educational achievement, better social skills. This is likely due to a combination of factors, including the increased stability, emotional maturity, and financial resources that older parents can provide. Moreover, older parents are often more intentional about parenting, making informed decisions about their child's education, healthcare, and social development. With their established life experiences, they are more likely to have well-rounded perspectives on how to guide their children through life's challenges. As a result, children born to older mothers often benefit from a richer, more structured environment that fosters personal growth and success. Additionally, women who have children later in life are more likely to have established careers, allowing them to maintain professional identities while also embracing motherhood. This reduces economic pressure that younger mothers often face, such as sacrificing career progression or facing financial instability. Health outcomes for older mothers are also improving due to advancements in medical care. While it's true that there are some increased risks, such as higher chances of gestational diabetes or preeclampsia, these risks are manageable with proper prenatal care. I'm going to say it again, proper prenatal care, which is something Black mothers across the board struggle with due to access to proper medical care. Barriers such as lack of insurance, racial bias in healthcare, and limited availability of quality providers contribute to poor prenatal care, which is crucial to both maternal and infant health. Black women also face higher risks for complications during pregnancy due to systemic inequities and higher rates of chronic conditions. And socioeconomic factors only further exacerbate these disparities, highlighting the importance to go under routine screenings for potential complications, which allow for early detection and intervention if necessary. On the other hand, women who are more educated and financially stable often have access to better health care and are more likely to adhere to healthy pregnancy practices. They are also more likely to be proactive about their health, engaging in regular checkups and maintaining healthier lifestyles, such as exercising and eating well, which positively impacts the pregnancy and the health of the child. So it looks like despite the socioeconomic hurdle, the most educated demographic in the United States is currently Black women. Despite being highly educated, Black women face greater risks of maternal and infant mortality due to several systemic issues. Even Serena Williams faced several health problems during her pregnancy, and she has access to some of the best healthcare in the world. So it seems like once we get past the socioeconomic barriers, Black women can also benefit from later maternal age. Financial stability is another key reason why having children after the age of 35 can be healthier for both mother and child. By this stage in life, many women have advanced further in their careers, achieved educational goals, and accumulated more savings. This financial stability allows for better access to healthcare, education, and opportunities for the child. In contrast, women who have children earlier in life may face challenges in balancing career advancement with parenting. Moreover, older mothers are more likely to be in stable, long-term relationships where both partners contribute to the household's financial well-being. With greater resources at their disposal, older parents can provide their children with more enriching experiences such as extracurricular activities, travel, and higher education, all of which contribute to better overall outcomes for the child. Women who have children later in life may also benefit from the so-called longevity effect. Studies have shown that women who give birth after the age of 35 are more likely to live longer. One theory is that the extended reproductive window may reflect a healthier, more robust overall constitution. Additionally, older mothers are often more mindful of their health, maintaining better lifestyle choices, such as regular exercise and a balanced diet during pregnancy and beyond. These healthy habits can positively affect not only the mother's health, but also the child's development both in womb and after birth. The presence of children later in life may also encourage older parents to stay physically active, engaged, and focused on maintaining their health for the sake of their children. This sustained engagement with health and wellness has long-term benefits for both parents and children, leading to healthier families overall. One of the most significant benefits of having children later in life is the emotional and psychological readiness that comes with maturity. Women in their late 30s and beyond tend to have a better understanding of themselves and their goals, and their emotional needs, which can translate into better parenting. A study published in the European Journal of Developmental Psychology found that older mothers tend to engage in less verbal and physical punishment of their children, and they provide a more stable and nurturing environment. With greater life experience, older parents are generally more patient, empathetic, and emotionally equipped to handle the stresses and demands of raising a child. This maturity also extends to the relationship between the parents. Couples who choose to have children later in life are often more established in their relationships, reducing the likelihood of divorce or separation, which can have a stabilizing effect on the family environment. A harmonious home life, in turn, is beneficial for the child's emotional development. And the final reason that I'm going to highlight is the reduced pressure and societal expectations. In modern times, women over 35 face less societal pressure to conform to traditional gender roles than in the past. With a shift toward later life parenting, there's a growing acceptance of women balancing their careers and family life. This reduction in pressure allows older mothers to focus on both their personal and professional fulfillment, which can contribute to a more balanced and happier parenting experience. Additionally, older mothers may feel more secure in their decision regarding parenting styles and choices, having had more time to reflect on their values and what kind of parent they want to be. This self-assurance can lead to more confident, relaxed parenting, creating a positive environment for the child's development. The patriarchy, the American economy, and the fertility industry all exploit women's fears about biological clocks, pushing us to prioritize motherhood at younger ages. However, this pressure is based on outdated and exaggerated narratives about fertility decline, and it's crucial for women to have access to accurate information and not be driven by fear-mongering that serves the interests of patriarchal systems and profit-driven industries. While having children over the age of 35 was once viewed with concern, today's advancements in healthcare, combined with the emotional, financial, and psychological benefits of later life parenting, show that it can be a healthier choice for both mother and child. Women who choose to have children later in life often experience better emotional readiness, financial stability, and access to healthcare, which all contribute to a positive parenting experience. As societal norms shift and more women choose to delay motherhood, the benefits of having children over 35 are becoming increasingly recognized, offering a new perspective on family planning in the modern world. We as women should feel empowered to make our own choices about when to have children based on our personal beliefs, not external pressure. Thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe, and comment for more.